definitely Kevin's glory hole that way. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was a fun-filled week for me today, even though today was a lot of hard work. Went up, it's an hour's drive to the hunting land, and we were clearing a path to the road.
Is that still not? Are you guys still working on that?
Yeah, it's 80 acres. So, I mean, and the pathways haven't been touched in over 30 years. So it's bad. And we're trying to make this new pathway. And also we got to a spot where the trees were, you had to hug them. They're that big, but they're knocked over and their chainsaw wasn't big enough. So we're like, crap. So we had to call it a day and just made our paths a little wider and called it a day because we were beat. I was almost tempted to call it in tonight, but I said, nah. A Red Bull later, I'm ready to go. And some painkillers and a couple of shots of scotch, and we're good to go.
Yeah, man. That sounds like a pretty goddamn good day. Hey, that's us in stereo.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hear echo.
It's like, hey, that's Skeeter twice. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Chad, how about you? What did you do this week?
Same old shit, man. Just a lot of work. Although today, actually a little while before I came on with you guys, my sister decided, let's bring her out her PS4, bring out some fighting games, and let the crying commence. Because we fucking suck at fighting games. So we were, it was my choice. What do you want to play? So I'm looking at him. That's, ooh, Hellboy's a playable character on Injustice 2. Let's do that. Hellboy fucking sucks in that game.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my god, he sucks. Atrocitus sucks. Swamp Thing sucks. Fucking Darkseid sucks. All the big characters suck. Yeah. My sister made the mistake of playing Grodd when I was playing The Flash.
Cool.
Yeah. She's like, stop hitting me. So me against her for a little while. Then she's like, fuck it, I'm done losing. Calls my nephew over. He kicks my ass a few times because, well, he's the game expert.
Yeah.
And gives it back to my sister, kicks her ass. And then I'm like, okay, because I'm dealing with some carpal tunnel. So I gave the controller back to my nephew because fucking me, that was starting to hurt. And yeah, that was amusing watching my nephew mop the floor with his mom at Injustice 2.
That's awesome.
So it was either going to be that or she's got both Injustice games, and then it was Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat XL, but we didn't quite get to those yet.
Cool. I haven't played Injustice 2. I liked the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, I always meant I got the Game of the Year edition or the whatever it was that had Zod and that girl and but I never got to play it, and I was like always really sad because goddamn I wanted to play as General Zod and just like destroy everybody, and I never got around to it, and I suppose I should.
Jeffrey Combs is the voice of Brainiac in Injustice 2.
Oh,
cool. That's right.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And, you know, I mean, at one point I played as Batman just because I wanted to hear Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
I don't know who was voicing the Joker in that. It didn't sound right.
Oh, crap. Who was it?
Is that Galifianakis?
No. But they did have some good voice actors in it, because he also had Susan Eisenberg was back voicing Wonder Woman. George Newbern was back for Superman. They had different people voicing Supergirl and Power Girl, which, if you know your lore, is stupid because they're the same person. They should have the same voice actor.
Yeah.
And then they had Kari Payton voicing Cyborg again. And also Kari Walgren was voicing Starfire again.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they had some good people in that. Now, it was fun when I was playing as Atrocitus, I was able to summon Dexstar, his cat.
Oh, nice.
If you don't know, the leader of the Red Lantern Corps has a Red Lantern cat.
Yes.
Who has probably the most fucked up origin story.
The cat is also a playable character on Lego Batman 3, isn't he? Or Lego DC Villains.
I haven't played that. God damn, now I want to play that. If you can play as Dexter, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I believe you can.
That's funny.
Because he's the Red Lantern of Earth.
Yeah, and he
pissed off house cat.
You have to have a conversation with him, and you have to listen to everything he says, but it comes out as and it's like angry meow in the subtitles.
I'm remembering this one, his origin comic, because he was like a little kitten, got adopted. Some punks broke into his home, killed his owner. He got kicked out by the cops. And then a bunch of punks were going to throw him off the Brooklyn Bridge, and that's when he got a ring. But at the end of that comic, he's asleep in an alley, and he says, "I find it's his thought bubbles, but it's I find to hurt you, I kill them, I good kitty."
God damn.
Yeah, no, that was probably
that took a dark turn.
Oh, that is one of the most heartbreaking Green Lantern adjacent story I've ever read in my fucking life. I mean, I had to put it down. And I'm a cat lover, so if somebody pulled that kind of shit on my cats, I'd probably murder them myself.
I've rescued a few abused animals from kids that had I felt like Batman staring down at somebody and scaring the life out of them and just watching the color go out of their skin. It was these kids that were fucking with this kitten. It was a Mancoon cat. I didn't realize, but it was a kitten, normal sized kitten that turned out to be a Clifford cat.
Yeah, it's a Mancoon.
Yeah, they had it wrapped up in a blanket and spinning it around.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah. And my neighbor Casey and I, she was like, we were drinking on her front porch, and she was like, "Are they no, do something." So yeah, I went over there and I grabbed the fucking blanket, not the kid's wrist, but I grabbed the blanket so I could just take it, and gave the cat to my neighbor across the street, my good buddy Craig, and that was his cat for the rest of his days.
And he got fucking huge because it was a Maine Coon.
Yeah. Tubby bitch was always my boy, though. Loved that cat. His name was Loki.
Good
Joffrey.
Cat.
Yep. StreamYard finally started working for me.
Yeah.
First it was the internet because it's windy out here.
Oh.
Then it was StreamYard. I had to re-enter my name. I had to re-hook up my goddamn computer.
Oh,
the
shit,
webcam
dude.
and everything. I'm like, what the hell is going on tonight?
It's
been doing this for like 10 minutes. It was going to be a close run in, but I'm here. I just let Skeeter know, I think about 3 minutes ago or something.
Yep.
Well, as long as I saw you posting online, so I knew you were fine. I wasn't going to call you tonight.
Well, you could have, but we know you. You like to get stuck at the glory hole. It happens.
Yeah.
Giggity.
And if you got weeds in there, it's the morning glory hole.
That's right.
Right down at the glory hole.
What's the story, morning glory hole?
Oh, goodness. Well, the only thing you guys missed on my end this week was I got to sit as a guest on the Knife Party podcast with our friend Zach that we worked with a couple weeks ago. So exciting. And I got to watch a horror film that I hadn't seen before, and I had to tell Jeff, this was also not unpleasant. I dug this.
Movie.
Kevin's caving in. Things are okay.
Yeah, it's like Wolf Creek, huh? Like,
oh yeah.
That wasn't terrible. Okay. Like, that wasn't torture porn. That wasn't gross for the sake of being gross or trying to be outlandish. Like, that was a cool fucking story. That I like the bad guy. He was cool. Feed me more. So yeah, I'm gonna have to end up watching the other 2 or 3, however many there are. But yeah, that was dope. And then that video game, The Wanderer, finally came out, and I was like whining to Jeff because it wasn't available until like 10:30, and I was up at like 5 and wanted to play the game. And I'm like, dude, is it so much to ask to light up fascists from the 1940s with the Super Soaker at like 5 o'clock in the morning? No, it's not. So, but anyway, I finally got the game, and it's hard as hell, but it's beautiful. So beautiful.
And you get to light up fascists with the Super Soaker.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And you get to go fishing. It's pretty interactive.
You get to go fishing. You get to kill fascists and you get to fish.
That's the best.
More than I could bear.
You light them on fire with gasoline-filled Super Soaker 50. Like,
Oh dear God.
Oh, that
The fishing.
awesome.
The fishing was
Much
the
for
best
having a
in the game.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
this is what science made video games for. God made science to bring me this fucking game, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
But can you pet a dog?
I don't know. Probably. I haven't seen one in this game. Not yet. I haven't seen any animals.
That
But you-
always rates the highest between gamer rankings is if you could pet a dog at like 10 times the rating score. If you could pet a dog several times.
In Arizona Sunshine, you could pet a dog and
Yep.
you could play fetch with it, and it's fucking awesome. I'm sorry,
What I
Arizona
liked
Sunshine
about-
too.
What I liked about Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda, is you could actually play with the cats.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yep.
can
that's
pick
true.
up the cat, and you can pick up a dog and carry it around too. So you
Mhm.
got
Oh,
dogs,
that's
you got
cool.
cats. And then, you're fighting a monkey and you get to whack it with your sword.
What
You
if
spank the monkey.
Mhm.
what if you used the cat to swing at the dog? Anyway, that reminds
No,
me the other
no,
game
no
that I
abuse
got.
of cats or dogs, only abuse of monkeys.
Yeah.
The other game I got was called Underdogs, and you guys know I love my mech stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is a fighting mech game where you're like in an arena
Oh.
and you're
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
other mechs and other cyborgs, and they've got like big robot beetles and hounds that come after you. And one of it took me a while to figure out your mech is called the gorilla, and it fights like a gorilla. Its actual arms are kind of hunched over this way, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I do that same thing and kind of get into that mood of fighting this way and swinging outward, and you wreck shit, just wreck
Like-
shit.
In the game or in your living room?
Yes, yeah,
That's what I thought.
fucked up my knuckle pretty bad.
Oh,
Grip strength is not going to work out so much later. Just
Mhm.
saying.
No, not for McLovin. No.
Straighten
But
that
yeah,
finger, buddy. You're going
like-
to need both of them.
you
Yep.
could pick these big like robot hounds up by the body. If you have a robot arm that has a hand, you could pick it up. And you've got another arm that's a big metal ball with spikes on it, and just like start ranking its head across. And I'm like, I'm having so much fun. The catharsis was amazing.
oh man. If I tried playing a game like that, I would throw something out.
Oh, I have. What was that
I'd like
game?
I'd dislocate a shoulder, I know it.
I messed up my rotator cuff playing Behemoth when I was hacking and slashing at
He froze.
shit.
Oh, there he
Again, god damn it.
Oh, well, that's what happens when Kevin has to start the damn show, apparently.
Yeah.
That's right.
How about you, Jeff? How was your week?
Pretty good. I actually got into watching a little bit of The Bondsman last
Oh,
night,
yeah.
starring
How was
Kevin
that?
Bacon. The whole show dropped on Amazon Prime. It's okay. I like the horror aspects. I like Kevin Bacon. I don't have really a problem with that. The show outside of that, I hate to say it, is kind of boring.
That's too bad.
I'm 2 episodes in, and I mean, who knows? It might pick up. It's off to a slow start. I mean, basically, Kevin Bacon gets shot basically within the first 5 minutes of the show from behind, and he gets stuffed in a wall, and he gets resurrected mysteriously. And it's pretty good gore effects. Like, his throat is completely slashed.
Cool.
So yeah, he gets shot from behind, and then he gets his throat sliced, and it's pretty gnarly. And he uses duct tape to patch it up. So there is some good elements to it, but I'm not exactly feeling the comedy too much. And the enemies in the show are named the Earls.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So there's a nod to Tremors.
Yep.
If everybody's
They had
curious
to go
about
there.
that, that's all I got to say about that. But I don't know when I'll get back to it, but I am going to try and wrap it up. Most of the episodes are less than 30 minutes. And I started Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Did you get your cannons yet?
I haven't got my ship yet.
God damn.
Off the island, I am now completing missions and opening up the world in Nassau, I think it is, or the Bahamas.
Cool.
So soon, I believe. It's still making me go through the goddamn tutorial, and I'm like, I know how to play this game. Can I skip that part so I could actually start doing the 9 things that I actually want to do in the game right now?
That's part of the problem with Ubisoft games. Starting from Assassin's Creed 3 and on, they became so formulaic but short. And it's like, once you finally get through the introduction part, which you can't skip, it takes not nearly as much time as you'd like to fucking play the actual game itself. Like, you spent way too much time on an introductory part. For me, anyway.
Yeah, I kind of lost interest after third one because it was just getting bad.
Oh, the American one, yeah.
It was
3,
just like, what the hell?
3 was kind of boring. Like, I expected it to be so good, and it was not.
Yep,
it really was not. 4 is fantastic. It was so much more fun.
I never even tried it. I think, what was the last one I played? It was the one we were in Baltimore. Was that 3?
Yes.
Okay. That was the last one I played, and I was getting pissed at it playing it because it was like, oh, you need to do this. Oh, practice this. Oh, practice that. And I was like, I know how to do it. Why am I still having to do this?
Yeah, there was some of it I didn't like growing your town and harvesting and shit like that. Like, it was okay in Ezio's world. It was one thing, but to have to do it in the old Frontier, I was like, we don't need the Oregon Trail aspect to it.
Not exactly feeling that, yeah.
They could have had dysentery in there and it might have made it better.
I didn't even plat that game. I was just like, I just want to finish the story, get it over with.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love the Ezio trilogy and saga, so.
Yes. Like that. I could never play Altair again and be perfectly happy. Like, Assassin's Creed is Ezio to me. Like, he just stole that fucking show.
So good. Yeah. That was a midnight launch. I actually went and picked my game up at 12:01 a.m. when that movie or when that game came out, and I got the nice little fancy tin edition with the figure and everything in it. I got it at GameStop. I swung on over there, brought it home. I played the game until about 4 a.m, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to work in 3 hours. And I'm like, this game is so good. That night I came home, I stayed up all damn night and all weekend, and I just powered through that game.
I think the best midnight release I had to go get a game was Elden Scrolls Skyrim. When I went and got Skyrim, and I got the collector edition with the mountain with the dragon on top of it, and I couldn't even get out of the fucking store. Everyone's open it. I'm like, I want to go play the damn game. And they're like, well, open it quick. Even the manager of the store is begging me to open up because I was the only one that got it.
Oh.
So everybody had to see it, and all of a sudden everyone's open. I'm like, really? 120 of you fuckers are cheering this? Oh, God. Fine. So I cut it up and pull it out. There you go. And they're like, oh. I'm like, why didn't you just order one? Oh, we're broke.
And that was the days before unboxing videos.
Yeah. Show us one.
What was the other one? I did another one like that where I bought a collector edition and ended up being the only guy who bought it. And it was God of War, and I got Pandora's Box.
I got that too, yeah.
And everyone, open it, you gotta open it. I'm like, yeah, all right, I got time. So here, I want to get the fuck home and play the game. I'll look at it the next day, and they're like, just open it quick. I'm like, fine.
All right.
I know, it's like, no, I want to go home and play.
Yeah.
I'll look at that shit later. I know what it is.
It's a game. Why do you want to go home and play it?
Yeah.
That's
Show us
stupid.
the model. Show
everybody what you got. Or how much money you really spent on a game.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. I'm going home.
We need to live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of them. It got to the point where people would show up, and when they saw me, it's like, oh, we get to see what the collector edition is. I'm like, what makes you think I bought it? Well, you always get the collector edition. I'm like, well, not always. And they're like, oh, come on, you got to tell us you got it. And I'm like, I don't know. We'll find out when we get to the register. That's in an hour and a half. And I'm like, I just started surprising. Sometimes I went and order, and they're like, oh, shit, nobody's going to know what that is. Especially if there's like, what was it? I was playing music for a Halo release at midnight, and everyone was waiting for me to come with the special edition, and I'm like, no, I'm just playing music tonight. I don't play Halo. What?
I think you broke a couple of brains with that one, Skeets.
Yeah, I did. PlayStation guy. Sorry.
Word.
I play a real machine.
One that doesn't catch fire.
Yeah. Or have a red ring of death.
Yeah, mine did that.
Are we still talking about the Microsoft, or was this like post-Mexican food thing? Because
I thought it was your last foray at the glory hole, actually.
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
the red ring of death, too.
Yeah.
Oh, God. If you're getting a red ring there, then you might want to have something looked at.
Yeah, Kevin.
You might need some antibiotics, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you might end up getting pink eye while you're at it, too.
Oh,
yeah, don't
pink
look
brown
too
eye,
closely.
you mean?
You'll poke your eye out with some of them peckers.
Poke your eye out. Shit.
No pun intended.
Like I was saying, pink brown eye.
Mm-hmm.
Spew. We're nasty people.
Oh, yeah. We're disgusting.
Welcome to Deadwire Live, everybody.
Yeah.
No matter who starts the damn show, it's always off to the races.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's see here. I've got bad news to start us off with. Do you guys want to hear it, or should we start with a little bit more banter and jovialness? Because Idaho Mike had a good day. We could talk about his good week.
Mm-hmm.
We're just prolonging the inevitable, though.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Mike. GTA 5. Hope you're looking forward to GTA 6 with all the fun news in the headlines thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay, all right.
Or we'll make you watch Minecraft, everybody. So buckle up. It's going to be a hell of a night.
Okay, so I did not include that for the headlines this week, but apparently that movie's people are going, you know what? It's not that bad. I'm like,
it's not that great either, but
yeah,
right.
I mean, if you're going in with like just zero expectations, and it's not that bad, that's not saying much.
It could be worse. It could be Snow White, like Skeeter was trying to get to.
So I went to the mall this week with my wife, and we went to Hot Topic because
what's a mall?
It's where people gather for commerce and cinnamon and fried foods.
Oh, that's the glory hole business you're talking about. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yes, actually, they have one there. I'll show you guys next time I go. But I went to go see all the Funkos and stuff because if I could find them all for like $10 each, I'll grab the Ghostbusters.
Oh, nice.
And they had Ghostbusters, just not the ones I was looking for. They had one of the real Ghostbusters, and that was Ray. And I wanted all 4 of them. Specifically Venkman, because he comes with the little mini Slimer. But anyhow, all I found was like Ray from Ghostbusters Afterlife, Gruberson, and Garaka, I think. Oh, and Pukey. And I was like, well, I want none of that, but that is really cool.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
This was anniversary gift from Gene last month.
Nice.
Very groovy, and congratulations.
Cool.
Yeah, 21 years.
Rad.
Ooh,
Dang.
21 years.
catching up to me.
Yeah, I've it's buried in here somewhere, but I've got the Ghost of Egon from Afterlife as a Funko Pop.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I actually had to order that from Funko in order to get it because I think that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh, I hate those.
Yeah.
Because I envy and all that, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I got it for just standard price. It wasn't like super fucking marked up, and shipping was actually reasonable.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's very groovy.
I gotta find where I put that thing now.
That's what she said.
Right? Now, that having been said, that's what she said. I found one of the Funkos to Snow White. Not from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but from Snow White, the new Disney live-action film. Even the doll is brown. I'm like, hey, baby, look. And she goes, what? Even the Funko is off-white.
It's not Snow White. It's No White.
Yeah. No way.
Like, I just think it's so funny that people are making like serious jokes about shit like that. But like, I don't know. I just thought that was humorous. Just to crack a joke.
Sickos we are.
Yes. Like, we don't actually mean it at all. At all. But
well, Kevin does. The rest of us don't.
Not all of me. Like the voice inside, like he means it. I can't help the shit he says.
He's listening to the voices in his head again, guys. We might want to be careful.
The dog didn't say to do anything. It's all good.
Oh God, son of Sam.
Oh. All right. Well, let's see here. I got to get us going with some news, but we will start with the bad news. Huge loss to entertainment this week. We lost Val Kilmer to pneumonia, and Val's been sick for a good long time. He's been fighting cancer for 20 years now almost.
Something like that. I thought I read that he had actually been he'd gone into remission at like 5 years ago, but his immune system, I mean, just
cancer
treatment fucks you up. I mean, because you're immunocompromised while you're going through radiation and while you're going through chemo. So he just probably was not strong enough to fight whatever it was he had, and then it progressed into pneumonia, and there probably wasn't anything that could be done at that point.
Yeah, and that's once you advance to that stage, pneumonia is hard for the healthiest person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen soldiers with walking pneumonia that think that they're okay, but oh my gosh, it gets too much for them and it kills some of them.
Yeah.
My sister's husband died of pneumonia. Is that he wasn't immunocompromised. He was a spinal cord injury patient. He'd been a burn victim, so his lung capacity was fucked. And what his doctor said is, he'd been fighting off a cold for weeks, and it progressed into pneumonia, and then there was just nothing that could be done at that point.
Yeah, because there was no strength and no passage for the air. Gosh, that sucks. I'm very sorry to hear that.
That was, over, I think, like 22, 23 years ago. I mean, he was young. But
something to Dr. Pepper, guys. Jeez, relax.
And fucking Val Kilmer, I mean, 65 is not that old.
No, that's not.
No, that's pretty young, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not that much older than we are, really.
Well, some of us.
Okay, some of us, yeah. I'm looking at that in like another, 15, 16 years, but
same.
I'm still a baby.
Hey, you're a little whippersnapper. Now get back to the glory hole, you little punk.
Yeah, right. I'm still at the top of the hill for over the hill.
Doing that real deep there, boy.
I'm still looking at the top of the hill going, hi, everybody, I'm new.
That's funny you say that.
The rest of us are on the downward slope.
It's like the new saying I grew attached to now. We are the young old.
Yes.
Our age, all four of us, we're the young old.
Yep.
I heard that somewhere. I couldn't remember where, and I was like, that makes sense. Yeah.
I like it.
We're the young old. Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
My back's going to get better, right?
No.
Oh, you poor, just deluded child, you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's everybody's favorite Val Kilmer movie?
That's good. That's the discussion point there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
How do you even choose?
I mean, my favorite Val Kilmer role is always going to be Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
He
that was a good one.
He epitomized that film for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that I think was his best performance, because he was just chewing up that scenery and spitting it out with just, I mean, how can you top that? I really think that was his magnum opus.
Yeah.
But I've got so much nostalgia, I guess, for Top Secret.
That's my all-time favorite.
Because that one, because he played it so straight in that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was brilliant. And then also, I mean, somebody dying because their shoelaces were tied together, that's just brilliant. That's my favorite part of the movie.
Yep.
But no, I mean, for me, it's Doc Holliday, and I mean, everything else is secondary to that. I mean, I did love Top Secret, and then also, I mean, just the fact that he sang all the songs in The Doors.
Yep. That was the other one.
Yeah, he sang everything.
He sang it.
When he learned more songs than he actually sang in that film.
Mm-hmm.
And when the surviving members of The Doors were complimentary
goddamn
of it.
Oscar for that movie.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And he could just as easily have just lip synced to old recordings of Jim Morrison, but he didn't. He went that extra mile. He learned the songs. He learned how to sing like Morrison sang.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean,
like Joaquin Phoenix did too.
Oh, so. In Walk the Line.
He learned every bit of that too.
And he sounded like Johnny Cash.
Yep.
Well, those are actors that are just like another fucking level, another class.
Yes.
That's method acting without going full method.
Yeah.
Well,
unlike something else we will talk about later.
Yeah.
And I mean that literally. For me, Doc Holliday wins. The Doors, great freaking movie. I like to bring up Chris Knight in Real Genius because that showed his comedic chops. And, everybody likes to point out, like, say, Top Gun. I'm sorry. I'm going to lose people. Nope. I didn't like Top Gun. I never have.
Same here.
I'm there with you.
I could care less about Iceman, but Real Genius, the movie Heat, he got lost amongst the cast of Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
God, he was so good in that.
So, I love that. He was a damn good Bruce Wayne. I have no problem with him being the second Batman in the Batman trilogy. Batman Forever, everybody.
Yep.
I had to think about that one myself. Like, wait, how far back are we going?
But Real Genius is one of my absolute favorites growing up, and I've always been a fan of Val Kilmer ever since.
Yeah.
To your point about Top Gun, like I had to make the comment earlier this week that I may not love every movie that he's in, but I love him in every movie that he's in. Like
he brings it every time.
Oh, he does.
Top Gun is my favorite example of that. I don't like that movie. I've watched it twice, and that was like still back in the 1980s. I didn't like it then, and I've never watched it again. I didn't see the sequel because I didn't fucking like it 30, 40 years ago.
It's not going to change your mind now.
No, I don't like Tom Cruise. I don't fucking take him seriously. I don't think it's fucking cool, and I don't like recruitment bullshit. I think it's just as fucking stupid as drug peddling. Yeah, I said it. It's the same thing as drug peddling and pimping.
It's Scientology. Wait.
Yeah.
Which is all of the above.
Coming in.
And then after you experience all of them, you end up like Kevin, That's what happens, kids. You get
this is what happens also when you give Skeeter some permissions in StreamYard.
I was playing with them before we started. I'm like, oh, this is what I get. Oh, okay. So
Skeeter got some permissions because of our Stargate show, everybody. So he's getting familiar with everything.
I'll behave. I'll normally hit the comments. So make sure to leave comments, and I'll make sure to get them if they're good.
Yes, use the chat. So chat, come on.
Yes.
What's your favorite Val Kilmer movie? We want to hear about it. Let's go.
And I have to say this about Kilmer, and the man did not know how to phone it in.
No.
He gave it everything. Every role
damn time.
Even in something as shitty as The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yes.
And the Knight Rider reboot, the voice of Kit.
Yep. He could easily have phoned that in, especially with how robotic that Kit was supposed to be in that. But there was just enough subtle inflection in there that you could really see that Kilmer was trying to give Kit more nuance than what was on the page.
Yes. Yeah. Like he had inflections in his tones of like, hey, man, maybe if you did this instead.
Yeah.
It wasn't so robotic like Chad was saying. There was logic in the voice, like almost it had a human element to it.
I mean, not like William Daniels had originally, but I mean that they didn't do Kit right in that, but that's another story for another day.
Correct. Yeah.
And then also, I mean, and he was the second actor cast for that reboot of Knight Rider. Originally, it was Will Arnett.
Yeah, that's right.
They cast Batman for it first?
No, they cast Will Arnett first.
Yeah.
Isn't Will Arnett one of the Batman?
In Lego Batman.
Lego Batman, yeah.
Yeah.
Lego Batman. Okay,
I'll give him that respect. I didn't like the movie, but I'll give him that respect.
Lobster Thermidor. Come on, bro.
No, you know what I like him in is the Muppets Haunted Mansion. Like
that was good.
Yeah, like he was fucking phenomenal in that shit. So
Will Arnett was good in Arrested Development for the first 3 seasons before it got canceled, and he was also good in the movie Blades of Glory.
Yep.
I did not see that. No,
that's a Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah,
it's terrible, but it's fun.
A 6-pack movie. You have a 6-pack and you watch it.
Yeah, you need to either be drunk or high.
But you got to finish that 6-pack within the 80 to 90 minutes that you.
Hey, just got some good beer. It can be done.
That
can actually be done in 15 minutes if you do it right.
Yeah, do it if you don't have good beer. Trust me, dude. My poison is Coors Light.
Get that man a real beer, everybody. Come on.
Yeah.
And if
Super
it's
warm, send in $20. We'll get Kevin to have a drink tonight.
Yeah.
Shit.
No. Okay, Idaho Mike. If you want to do a movie about drunk and being high, watch Orgasmo.
Oh God!
God, yes.
Yep.
Oh,
that fucking movie! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Jesus, and I love you so much, Joe.
We're going to get married at the temple.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I love that movie. I don't care how stupid it is. I love it.
Stunt cock.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I got one more Val Kilmer movie. Willow.
Yes. Mad Mardigan. Yep. You guys mentioned every other movie I loved. I first saw Val Kilmer in Top Secret, and then it was Real Genius, and then I seen him in everything else except for I did watch Top Gun once because I was like, oh, that could be good. They killed him off. I didn't like it, so then I don't like Tom Cruise. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But then, when I saw him in Willow, it was Mad Mardigan. I just so much.
You knew
so
he was
much
going
fun.
to go somewhere.
Yeah. Peck. Yep.
Peck. Stop calling me Peck.
Peck.
Mm-hmm.
Peck.
You never seen Willow?
Not since it first came out in the theater. No.
Oh my gosh! I just made my kids watch it a few years ago, and then my daughter and I just watched the new series.
Oh God, that was horrible.
It was like I was so waiting for Val Kilmer just to make a cameo appearance in it because I knew he wasn't doing well, but just one little appearance, I would have been happy. But they kept leading to it, but it never happened.
Yeah, I think I got up to the episode where they had like those 2 women in denim, and I'm like, this is supposed to be a fucking sword and sorcery, and you got people in blue jeans. I'm out.
Wait, they were wearing like real
dope, dude.
They were
pretty
wearing
much
denim.
free.
Unless you're 700 pounds, then maybe not.
It completely broke the immersion for me.
Yeah,
denim don't stretch like that. It would break the immersion for me too.
Then they leave it on a cliffhanger at the end too.
Yep.
And then the show's no longer. Like, what the hell?
To be fair, the Acolyte ended the same way, folks. And they did it for the same reason. Like, here, if you want to know what happens, bring us back.
No, I'd still rather watch.
They're actually trying, dude. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of trying in the Acolyte.
People, no, do not bring the Acolyte back. No.
But we'll talk about the Acolyte again tonight. I apologize.
God.
I apologize in advance. Like Amanda Stenberg will be mentioned again.
Do you hate us? Is that why you're doing this?
Yes, actually. My favorite Val Kilmer movies or roles anyway. And forgive me, I'm going to drink from the fine china this evening.
Ooh.
I have
Burger King cup.
Yes, my Val Kilmer McDonald's. Was it McDonald's or Burger King?
I thought it was McDonald's.
I thought it was McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah. Either which way, I'm bringing out the fine china for the man this evening. Batman Returns was not my favorite Val Kilmer movie, but he was not my least favorite Batman. So,
well, it's a good thing he wasn't in Batman Returns.
Yep, he was in Batman Forever.
Forever. That's right. Batman and Robin.
Returns was still Michael Keaton.
That's right. And the question began. That's right. I remember the late night joke going, but did he go away? Because it was clever for 91. But no, I really liked, and I know we talked about the shittiest movies that he could be in, and he elevates his scene. He never phones it in. Watch The Love Guru.
That's on my list of movies I gotta watch sometime.
Don't get upset at me. It's not as bad as everyone says it is. It's really
It's all right. I actually, it's okay.
Up in my area, a lot of people loved it. So I'm like, okay, I'll check it out sometime because everyone plays the circle game, you know. I forget what they call it on that movie where they do that, making the okay sign down low, then you get to punch them in the shoulder.
Oh, yes, that was Tosh that was in that scene too.
Yeah. I learned it from Malcolm in the Middle. They did it on there. And then later on, Love Guru came out, and all of a sudden it was being done on there.
Yep.
Everybody's telling me, I learned that from the Love Guru. I'm like, no, that's from Malcolm in the Middle.
So speaking of Val Kilmer movies, has anybody actually watched The Saint? Because that's one I need to watch that one.
That was going to be my suggestion. Yes, The Saint is not a good movie, but he is awesome in it. So awesome.
Yeah, he is amazing in it.
Yeah,
I think the movie's fine, but his performance is better than the movie deserved.
Yes. Like the movie itself has its cheesy campiness and it's very short and limited. But you want to see more of him. You wanted to see a sequel of him doing more because Simon Templar was a cool ass character. And I wish that would have elevated him as an action star. Like that would have been a cool franchise.
Yeah.
So that was my pick.
Thank you, Val, for all of your fantastic work. Condolences and sympathies to your family, but you are not forgotten, my man. Never.
No, God, so loved.
Yes.
And this one actually bummed me out this week quite a bit, actually, when we found out about his passing. I was like, are you sure this is not some April freaking Fool's Day joke? Like, this was wild.
I waited until I had more than just two sources saying that he had passed away, because I saw that come up from I forget who
clickbaity places, probably.
Yeah, clickbaity places, which is why I'm thinking this is a really fucking tasteless April Fool's joke, and whoever thought this was funny needs to get punched in the throat. Then I saw it was the New York Times. That's who I saw it from first. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
Yeah.
And
the New York Post has better accuracy.
Yeah. And then I saw like Reuters picking it up and other outlets. I'm like, well, son of a bitch, this is real. God fucking damn it.
I was like you. I saw two sources. I'm like, that can't be real. Then, like, I got busy doing some stuff, and someone sent me a meme the next day, and they're like showing Val Kilmer in a mirror taking a selfie. April Fools, bitches, I'm not dead. I'm like, wait a minute. If they're making memes out of it, that must mean it's real. He really did, or he really fooled everybody. So then I started researching. I'm digging up everywhere, and I'm like, pulled up Dead or Alive, and showed he was dead. And I'm like, they're very accurate on that. So
what a meta prank.
Yeah,
I kind of like that. Sorry, it's cruel, but I like it.
Yeah, I know. So did I.
Creativity comes from the crazies.
Yeah.
Kind of like tying the get well sticker or the get well balloon on a deer carcass.
Yeah.
I did that not long ago. then we're going a couple days later. I'm riding with my wife, and she sees a deer on the road. She goes, "Do you want to stop, back up, put a cigarette in its mouth?" I'm like, tempting.
Those are expensive,
tempting.
Yeah, they're a little pricey. But I almost did.
They're yeah. God damn, they're like a buck now, buck a cigarette. Anyway.
On to the next.
On to the next. All right. So better news, happier news. We have the man, the legend,
Yes.
the myth, John Carpenter receiving his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Finally.
Fucking do.
Yeah. Yeah. And this gave us some really neat opportunities. We got to see a reunion for some of the actors from both The Thing, Keith David were there, of course, or David Keith, excuse me.
No, it's Keith David.
Thank
Keith
you.
David.
I always get that mixed up. Dyslexia and me.
Mm-hmm.
And Kurt Russell were there. Kurt Russell and then the cast of Big Trouble in Little China were there in attendance. And so that was all really, really neat to see.
So was Adrienne Barbeau. I saw her in the background.
Yep.
Oh, she was there too.
She was there too.
Wow.
But they didn't really mention it much.
Well, no one wants to talk to the ex.
Yeah, but I thought it was cool that she was there.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, like she's been such an important part in his filmography. Like she's worth noting. Like she's very important.
I mean, she was the computer voice in Dark Star. She was in, of course, The Fog.
Yep.
And let's not forget Swamp Thing.
Mm-hmm.
For two very good reasons.
Yep. Neither of which have anything to do with John Carpenter.
Well, they did for a little while at least.
Yeah.
From a certain point of view.
We're naughty.
We're terrible.
But that's our show. That's how we are.
Damn straight.
Oh, all right. Let's see here. What happened next this week? So let's see here. Oh, okay. Dave Coulier.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Announced
No, this is actually good news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because, fuck cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Fuck cancer. It's touched everybody. I don't
Just like
know.
Kevin.
Yeah. Well, I'm still working on it.
Life goals.
Yeah.
I want to touch just as many people as cancer.
Oh, we're going to hell.
How do we know we're not already there?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Because we're hosting the show, not watching it. Sorry, everyone.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah.
Shit.
So Dave Coulier has announced that his lymphoma is in remission. He is currently cancer-free. And that is fantastic news because,
Yes,
yes,
it
like
is.
Chad said, fuck cancer. Cancer is a horrible disease. It's treatable, not curable. At least lymphoma is not a curable form of cancer. Like it will come back. My father has lymphoma. It's been in remission twice. If it comes back a third time, he might be able to survive it again. The same thing will end up happening to Dave. Like lymphoma always comes back. It's that kind of cancer. So, but for right now, he's doing great and he's cancer free. He's feeling good and he's doing good. So good for him. You know what? We're all really happy for you, Uncle Joey.
There are much better ways of making sure he never voices Peter Venkman again.
Yeah.
You know,
How rude.
you say I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. I wouldn't wish cancer upon anyone. I don't know anyone that I would wish cancer upon. You know what? Learn to know more people. He's a fucking child molester.
Isn't that ironic?
Coming back to
Don't
life.
you think?
He is risen, baby girl. John Wick is coming back for part 5.
And, oh, there's more than just that too.
Yeah,
That's right. There's an animated prequel coming back. And you know what that means, kids? That's what they call testing the waters. That's going to be your John Wick 6, 7, 8, and 9. Because he's too old to fucking do that shit. But like
his
Bruce
knees are
Campbell
shot.
says,
Oh yeah.
oh, dude, he's 60. No one wants to fucking do that no more. I don't want to do that in my 40s. Fuck. Shit.
come on. We
I
want
was
to
hiking
see him.
today. My knees are shot after 8 miles of that crap.
I put together a trampoline and mowed like an acre today, and I'm just kind of like, I want to go sit in the bathtub for a half hour. Like, I want a beer. I quit drinking, but I want alcohol. Give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I get that. But no, I think the action sequences for him to be able to voice John Wick in animated sequels is going to be the way to go. If they did that with the Ghostbusters, that would be the way to go. That would be a great thing. So that's a good thing for John Wick. But even better news on top of that is, yes, the Donnie Yen sequel or spinoff has been announced.
Yeah.
So Kane is getting his movie, and I hope he survives that
and Donnie gets to direct it.
Yep.
Yeah,
cool.
That's gonna be so awesome.
Good.
The kung fu and the fights are gonna be off the fucking charts, everybody.
How many hats is he gonna wear in that movie? Like actor, director, writer, cinematographer, choreographer, editor,
stunt coordinator.
Well, if anybody else could do it right, he would hire him, but they can't. So
right,
yeah. Of course, he's
You
going to
want it done
probably
right,
bring
do it
his buddy
yourself.
from like the stunt choreography departments, and it'll work out.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be a great thing. This is the only thing positive I see happening for Lionsgate right now, because clearly their 2004, it was not their year.
2024 was not their year either, and they put out the Crow remake. So after their failures last year, they decided, hey, what's the one franchise we have that people actually want to see around here? Oh, more John Wick. And they've apparently fixed Ballerina. Keanu and a bunch of the OG staff came back and they saw the final cut and they decided, you know what? There's a few things that don't really work in this movie. Let's fix this. That's why it got delayed a year. We're going to get it this summer, I believe in June, which is odd. We should actually have Ballerina out now because movie theaters could use a badass movie like that.
Yeah.
And then with the animated, it's going to cover the impossible task that he supposedly completed to get out of the whole underworld business. And then the Kane movie, like, we all want that, honestly. Yeah. And then John Wick 5 is supposed to be the send-off, even though I feel like John Wick 4, the way that ended was fine, but basically at the end of every John Wick movie, he's dead. Next movie comes around, he's not dead. So that's what we get.
No, he was only supposedly dead in that one.
Yeah.
He was supposedly dead in all 4 of them, dude.
But he's the boogeyman.
I never considered him
Baba
dead.
Yaga.
He may have just passed out or whatever, and he asked Winston to take him home. Now, that grave had to be there, so the fucking cabal and shit left Winston and fucking the Bowery King alone. And, you know, with John being dead, business can go back to usual. The fucking hotel can open up again.
Don't worry, they'll cast Carrie Ann Moss, and she'll be the new big bad. Then Keanu's got to basically put a bullet in her head.
Well,
I'd be
kill her off in the first 5 minutes.
That'd be dope. Just saying. Or Joe Pantoliano.
Oh, there you go. That'd be better.
Okay with that.
Oh yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
No, I'm waiting for John Wick 10. He's in his little electric chair, trying to steer it while shooting with his other hand, but he's got Parkinson's, so he's having a hard time hitting the targets. You know?
Dude, John Wick 11. John Wick in space. Come on.
Yeah.
You can do this. If Jason and Leprechaun can do it, John Wick can too.
Yeah.
There was no reason why Jason couldn't do it, and it was awesome.
Uber Jason.
Yep.
Uber Jason.
Well, Uber Wick. So I'm on board. Can't wait to see Ballerina.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well, let's see here. Moving along, we got some other news of
John Wick the musical.
Oh,
that'd be great, dude.
That
Let me
would be
take this
awesome.
pencil and shove it in your eye.
neck, squish, squish, squish. Like different arteries cause different notes. Squish, 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 squish.
Click,
Squish,
click,
squish,
goes the
squish.
gun. Ding, ding, goes your bed.
Motherfucker killed my dog.
Blame.
Hey, we could
Canada.
start a musical already, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna have that stuck in my head for the rest of the night.
Yes.
At least it won't be stuck in your mouth like you do at the glory hole.
Yeah.
No, dude, you don't understand. That song gets stuck in my head all the fucking time, and my wife hates it. She yells at me for it all the fucking time. To the point where I get it stuck in my head on purpose so I fucking can annoy her. Like, ding, ding, go to Trinity. And she's like, why do you even know what that is? I'm like, because I like Judy Garland. Fuck you.
No, I got one for you to get in your head. You ready?
Nah.
Manop.
Do-do-do-do.
Manop.
Do-do-do-do.
Hey, Macarena.
Oh, God.
I've got a
No, that one
that
doesn't get in my
nothing to
head.
me.
No, there's a cover of that one that gets on stuck in my head by this band called Brujeria. It was called it went "Ay marijuana."
Yes. I remember that. No, actually a song that gets stuck in my head to an annoying degree, and I've hated it since it first came out, since we're all talking about it this evening, is Seal's Kiss from a Rose.
Oof, yep.
Oh,
I hate that song. Chad, when we would run cross country, I would have that in my Discman and be running, and my feet would go to the rhythm of that fucking song, so it would get stuck in my head as I would run. And even when I wasn't listening to it, because my feet were going at that rhythm, I would have that song stuck in my head.
That's how you kept your pace
so much. Yeah,
you did a subliminal hypnosis on your own self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic?
See, I liked "Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me." That was
that was fun. And
or the Weird Al version of it, "Cavity Search," which went "Numb Me, Bill Me, Floss Me, Drill Me."
Yes. And had the drilling sound. Swing, wing.
Yep, that was the only Weird Al song that ever made my teeth hurt.
Oh man. Good times. So
what's going to be good times is the Nintendo Switch 2, everybody.
Is it because my lead into that was also rising this week was the prices for the Nintendo games.
Fuck me.
By $40.
And they're not really games, they're keys in the cartridge. They're not the cartridges do not have the games in them. It's a key that you can download the digital copy for.
Yep. Which is a trick they learned from Sony, let's be fair.
And they've turned it up a notch or two.
Yeah.
I mean that's a hell of a price increase. And that's even before all the tariffs went into effect.
Yep.
I don't even want to think about how much that's going to go up now.
Well, on top of that, because they're saying here that the release date is going to be June 5th.
Yep.
So I'm like, you know what? That's great. I can save up for that by June 5th. Like if I tell my wife, hey, I'm going to try to work some extra hours. I want to get this for me and the kids. And if I told her Mario Kart, she'd be like, fuck yeah, go out and get the extra, DLC for it too. Have fun.
And whatever,
Yeah, because my wife, we fucking throw down at Mario Kart. We're pretty good with that shit. But for $100 for Mario Kart, so it's $450 for the system itself.
Yep.
Which again, I paid $500, $600 for my PS5, my PSVR 2. I don't have any room to bitch. But again, this is a Nintendo system, which has a fraction of the capabilities of my PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And a video game, a racing game, albeit it is Mario Kart. It is like the racing game that's not Gran Turismo.
Should be
for $100.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know Nintendo has historically always been pricey with their games. They have always been top of the line. But that was true up until the Wii. They took a step back with the Wii and they said, you know what? We're not going to compete with Microsoft and Sony. We can't. They know they can't. When I worked there, they knew that they couldn't. They wanted to reach out to the broader demographic, the non-gamers, and they got that demographic, and they got the kids. They got the more fun type of gamers, and that's fine. That's great. But now they're gouging these motherfuckers. They're gouging them bad. Like, I only buy Nintendo games like twice a year, and it's like when they have Christmas sales and like on Mario Day. Because
basically, that's the only time you ever see a damn sale on it.
Yeah, otherwise, like, you'll get 10-year-old fucking games that are still like $60. I'm like, I'm not paying for that. You're high.
All the games I got on the Wii for Amy, or I'm sorry, on the Switch for Amy, because she plays the Zelda games like crazy, and the Mario RPG ones. It's like I just buy those on the secondary market used. Like I don't even bother; they're just too expensive. I barely even buy a PlayStation 5 game at full price anymore.
For reals, though, I just bought The Wanderer for $50, and it's like I told Brandy, I'm like, I've been wanting this for like a year and a half. I'm so sorry, and she's like, "Why are you sorry?" I'm like, I haven't paid full price for a game in a long time. Like usually, it's like I'm a sale purchaser.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Go on sale. Because how often do you buy something for $60 and then like 3 months later it's the free game for PlayStation Now?
Yeah,
dude, no kidding.
And you're like, fuck me. And then you have to tell your spouse that, like, yeah, that money that, you know, we had to cut back on the bills that month because I got that game. Yeah, it's free this month. They love hearing that shit. They love it.
Yeah.
So they say anything yet? Because the only reason I have a Switch is because my two sons play them all the time, and they got me hooked. I've always played Smash Brothers. Have they said anything about a new Smash Brothers coming out for this?
No, there will be, but nothing's official.
Yeah. Nintendo has a checklist of what they have for every console. So you'll know that, the Mario Kart will be first. A Brawl will be there. A Metroid will be there. A Donkey Kong has been announced. And then a Mario game.
I saw that the GameCube library is going to be available.
Yes. Yeah.
That too.
I mean, that was the only reason why I was even thinking about getting a Switch 2 until I saw the price. And I'm like, nope.
I didn't like the GameCube. I didn't care.
Oh, there were games on there that I really did enjoy.
I liked Eternal Darkness and Ikaruga.
Oh, that was good.
I for the Nintendo Switch too, if they're going to go down this path, do Eternal, because they're coming out with a GameCube controller for the Switch 2 as well, because all the games are getting kind of brought over, not like in remakes, but they're porting them over, so it's basically an emulation machine now.
Yeah.
But I want, hey, if you're going to bring over Eternal Darkness, make some tweaks to it. Don't do the same little quote unquote gimmicks you did before. Make them newer. It will drive people crazy. They'll break controllers. You can drive up the price on controllers.
Yeah, make the glitches. That
you know what I mean, though, if you've played that game.
Oh yeah, the glitches.
Yep.
There's
your memory card is being reformatted. You've lost your save.
Yeah,
I can see it now.
Kev, there was an insanity meter. So as you play, as shit happens, your insanity meter goes up, and then weird shit would happen with like the picture or with the control.
Yep.
I mean, the game fucked with you.
Weird.
It shut the damn console off and restarted it in the middle of a fight.
Oh, fuck, I remember that.
I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to do this,
man.
make some fun tweaks to it. But
I thought I was going to have a heart attack when that happened.
First time that happened to me, I'm like, what the hell did I buy? Holy shit, I hate this. And then it's like, then I found out through friends that were like, oh no, that's part of the experience with the game. That's why we never said anything when you said you bought the game.
Yeah,
you assholes.
My brother-in-law did warn me about the glitches. He just didn't warn me about that one.
Yeah, that was the big one.
I had friends of mine invite me over to their place. They're like, you got to play this. I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, you'll be good at it. So I'm going away at it, and they're just sitting there waiting. And I'm like,
yep.
Well, you got any tips for anything? Oh, no, just play it through. You'll like it. We don't want to give anything away. Oh, okay. Then all this shit started happening. I'm like, what the? This is bullshit. I'm like, you serious? This is a hunk of junk.
Skeet. They just fucked with you.
All my friends are that way. So that's how I know they're friends. You know?
I'm straight.
Oh, just like you guys. That's how I know you're my friends.
Yeah, my wife can't believe how we treat each other. She's like, you guys are so fucked. And I'm like, well,
we're a bunch of dudes. Like, this is what we do.
Excuse us for being real with one another. My God.
Yeah, we're not women. We don't secretly hate each other, you know.
No.
Yeah,
he hears us ripping on each other during these live streams and just laughing his head off.
Well, that's because we're Gen Xers. We grew up this way.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's how we know how to love.
Come on, Kev.
I'm half Portuguese, dude. Like, teasing is a form of love.
Yep. But your true love is the glory hole. We know. That's where you feel the most love.
For a good time, call 555 Kevin.
Yeah. Oh, all right then. Well, let's see here. Happier news. HBO's upcoming DC series Lanterns has confirmed that Nathan Fillion will be portraying the role of Guy Gardner. We kind of knew that, but happy news. We're going to take it. I'm happy to hear that he's going to be part of the show.
So, I like Nathan. We'll see how he does as Guy Gardner. That's my only kind of comment.
Now, what I want to see, this goes back to an old Green Lantern story from the 90s, was when Guy and Hal beat the shit out of each other for the right to be Earth's Green Lantern. That was when Guy initially got kicked out of the Corps because he lost in a fist fight to Hal.
That's right. I remember my buddy telling me about that.
I just want to see Hal and Guy throw down.
Is that when he becomes Arsenal?
No, that was Green Arrow's old sidekick. That was he got Sinestro's ring for a while. And he just went by his real name, and he had a leather jacket and blue jeans, and he had a G on the front of his jacket. And then after Emerald Twilight, when Hal went nuts and destroyed the Corps, he started calling himself Warrior.
That's what it was.
And then they did the stupid, he was part alien and had these weird shape-shifting powers. It was stupid as shit. It was the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not Guy Gardner any longer.
No, it wasn't Guy at all. Now, the guy who wrote that, Bo Smith, he had wanted to have it be more like just he had gotten the ability to, see weaknesses and be able to plan strategies better, but nope. DC's like he has to be like a shapeshifter and be able to form weapons out of his arms, and he's like, all right, fine, whatever.
I keep calling him Arsenal, and it's because there's a character named Arsenal in Marvel that has similar powers with guns for arms.
There is a character in DC called Arsenal. He was Green Arrow's sidekick, Speedy.
Yeah, Roy, right?
Yeah, Roy.
Yeah. The little opium addict.
So here's my question. I thought
it was heroin.
Yeah.
We got HBO's upcoming DC series for Lanterns, but yet in the background we got Guardians of the Galaxy behind them.
That's because he was at the premiere.
Yep.
He's just showing love.
I mean, he and
Well, that's the picture Variety chose to use.
Yeah, I know Variety did not plan that right.
No.
I only
used a picture from Firefly or Serenity.
Yeah.
Or Superman. Something from Superman where he's looking like
what? Dude, that makes way too much sense. You're fired. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I know. Who
It's
hired
DC
me?
and Warner
Who hired me in the first place? Psst.
I don't know.
God.
Wasn't me.
Well, I know I said that Amanda Stenberg was going to be mentioned on the show again tonight. And here's why. Because John Boyega went and did the same thing that she did and pointed fingers at fans for being
like 10 years fucking later.
Yeah, for being some racist motherfuckers. Like, basically said Star Wars is the widest franchise in the galaxy. No, man, it's not. You're close, but it's not. That's the Jetsons. That's the Jetsons.
Not the Jeffersons, the Jetsons.
No, not the Jeffersons.
Moving on up.
Moving on up to the east side.
That's
yep.
In
the sky.
That's in there. That's in my Spotify set list. I fucking love that song.
It's in my music bingo.
Fuck yeah.
Comes on. Yeah, because I guess he's forgetting all the aliens and all the colors they are. It's not like they made them all white people.
The universe was diverse long before, he even became a part of the damn thing.
Oh,
how about you watch the fucking movies, John Boyega, you dumb.
Yeah. Jeez.
I don't know. It's such a slippery slope because, Hollywood is racist as fuck. They are. There's just
one way or the other
around that.
Mm-hmm.
But they tried being as inclusive as they could for the original movies, I guess. Not as well as they could have, but they worked with what they had, I guess. And the thing is his character, was the character I liked in these fucking movies.
Yeah, all of us did. Yeah, the most interesting aspect to him.
Yeah, I liked him more so than Rey in The Force Awakens.
Just saying.
Now, as that went on, I began to have more of an interest in Rey's character because she was the Jedi. I didn't care so much what Finn was doing because Finn wasn't a Jedi. I like Jedi. Now, if they would have gone on to explore a little bit more of what Finn's character was supposed to be, Finn was a type of a clone.
No, he was
not a clone,
trooper who had been abducted as a child.
Yep.
Right, but he was able to use the Force.
Yeah, so he was at least Force sensitive.
Yeah,
right.
But that was only ever just alluded to. They never really came out and said it, which was bullshit.
Because by the time Last Jedi came out, they took all of that out of there and degraded his character. And then the one he's just around chasing Rey, going Rey, Rey, the whole movie.
Yeah, they didn't give him that aspect back until the Lego Holiday Special. And it sounds stupid, but he's being trained as a Jedi. He does have the Force. He has that connection with the Force. And they make it kind of a sillier story, but it's there. And it's well, golly, Lego did it better than the fucking movie did.
Boyega, just stop, collaborate, and listen.
No,
back with a brand new invention.
Just don't. Not every fan thinks that Star Wars is better without a black character. I assure you that's not the case.
Lando Calrissian blew up a friggin' Death Star. Come on, what the hell?
To your point, he even says here that's like counting how many chocolate chips are in a cookie.
That's the whole point of a chocolate chip cookie, dude.
They're used to. There used to be Chips Ahoy ads that said you couldn't get through a bite without getting at least one.
Yep.
Maybe Star Wars should be a little bit more like that. That's true, but it's not yet. But blaming fans is not going to make it that way. It's not. Like, now fans shouldn't act the way that they did. John has a reason to say that people act shitty because people acted really fucking shitty towards him.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't have the fucking right to. They didn't. But, like, I'm a huge fucking Star Wars fan. I loved Star Wars. I loved John in Star Wars. I'm ashamed of the people that said the things that they said and the way that they behaved. Like, those are just people that like Star Wars. They're not Star Wars fans. They're just...
Yeah.
They're terrible
Every
people.
fan base has that kind of, like, vocal minority that's just a bunch of idiot assholes.
Yes. Yeah, like we had that in MST.
Star Trek, we got it in Well, we don't really see it in Stargate, Skeeter, but you know, we see it in wrestling, we see it all over the damn place.
Yeah, but you know, it's not every fan is a fucking fickle piece of shit. Sure, we have opinions and all that, and we can be fickle, but not everyone dislikes you because of the color of your skin, dude. Not everyone's that fucking cheap.
Yeah.
So we like you because of, in spite of, despite, whatever. Like, we liked you. We liked your character. Don't point fingers that don't need to be pointed at. And don't act like Amanda Stenberg, who fucking was in a shitty series and just like her acting was not good. Her role was not good. Her story was not good. It was not Finn.
No.
Don't act the way she did, because she fucking lashed out at the fandom and will never fucking work in Star Wars ever again. Don't do that to yourself. Like, you may be spiteful and not want to come back to Star Wars, but give yourself the option to come back one day.
Just like Josh here in our chat says, he's just waiting for Captain America: Brave New World to come out.
No.
Yep, we're still waiting to.
Why?
Just waiting to see the end credits. Secret.
Yeah. The secret triple ending.
Yeah, triple.
It's like the triple Lindy, but you know, it just flips off a different dive board.
Did we already pirate the ending? We did.
Yeah,
we did. They mentioned the Illuminati, and that's it.
We sailed the 7 seas.
Yeah. He makes some reference to they are watching you, or this or that, or they know. And the they that he was mentioning is supposed to be the Illuminati. But even then, they don't know everything that's going to happen yet. They're still writing the Doomsday and Secret Wars. So they'll justify whatever he made up or whatever he said later.
You hope.
We hope.
They could just completely leave it like a dangling plot thread, never to be visited again.
That's true. That's true, because Lord
Wouldn't
knows
be the first time.
No,
it was all about dangling things.
Like a spider from a web.
Oh, nice segue, brother.
Thank you.
Yes.
And speaking of spiders from webs that never came to fruition, the Spider-Man and Venom crossover, that Easter egg that guy that never came to fruition will also never come to fruition. Apparently it was a thing. Tom was really pushing for it.
Yeah.
And he says that it came as close as it could possibly be without being actually greenlit, and Sony let it go.
Yeah, I was watching that closely, hoping that deal would get brokered. And I was so pissed that it didn't, because I think these two would have been amazing.
They would have had a good chemistry together.
Yeah,
they would have.
I think so, but here's the thing, though. They're not supposed to.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like, Spider-Man and this Venom would be a fun team up. But Venom hates Spider-Man with a deadly passion.
Yeah.
Eddie hates Spider-Man with a deadly passion. Eddie is a villain.
Yeah, and the
Not an
the
anti-hero.
one universe, but in another universe, he's a hero. So,
and in another universe, he's Gwen.
Gwen, yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mary Jane is Venom right now, actually.
Yep.
Yep.
Technically,
Venom is bonded to the Jackpot bracelet, but it's still close enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
It's convoluted as fuck. More convoluted than you would think to get in a comic book.
Ouch.
Although in the comics recently, when they did the Venom War story, Peter and the symbiote did make peace.
Yep. Agent Venom.
I mean, and that I saw the panels where they actually did kind of have their little heart to heart, and it was
kind of neat.
I mean, when Spider-Man calls the symbiote pal, you know everything's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were good issues.
I'll take your word for
it.
I don't know. I still like the 90s Venom.
Yes.
Oh,
Savage.
Voiced by Hank Azaria.
Oh.
Is that who voiced him in the cartoon?
That's who voiced him, yep.
Dang.
Man's got great voice talent.
Oh, dude's got some fucking range.
Yeah, he's covered lots of different characters in voice acting world, and people just don't know it.
I love the flanging effect they did when he was in full symbiote mode.
Kevin, can you explain the flanging effect?
No, that's the gagging effect.
I think we need to call in Levi for that.
That's what you do for this comment.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Josh mentioned he watched Venom: The Last Dance and Kraven the Hunter finally.
I watched Kraven. Am I the only one out of our group that's watched Kraven?
Yeah.
I refuse.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
I'd rather watch Kick-Ass.
Like I said, the
I
effects.
Kick-Ass.
Oh, Kick-Ass was pretty decent.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kraven had great effects, but just storyline was not there. It was just bad. Acting wasn't great either.
Which is too bad because it was full of good actors. Like,
yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Paychecks.
I love Aaron Taylor Johnson. Like, he's super cool when it comes to
He's
acting.
great in Bullet Train, dude. Like, God.
Bullet Train, even in the Avengers, he was really good. I liked him as Dave in Kick-Ass. Like, he is a good actor.
Well, that's right. He was Quicksilver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was so fast, you don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Kind of like Echo, the one I never heard about.
Sounds like these guys didn't have the work ethic of Val Kilmer.
No.
Damn straight.
No. I got derailed. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of Spider-Man, here is not an April Fool's joke, by the way.
Nope.
Why did they have to use that title?
Brand new day.
Dude, this looks so stupid.
I mean,
she's got a new life.
The logo I don't mind, but the title name.
The story's so bad that it made me quit reading comic books altogether. Not Spider-Man, comic books.
What would you have thought if they used the name One More Day?
Yeah.
Oh, that I'd rage quit the. Well, I already have rage quit the MCU. But
saying.
I mean, had I not already rage quit the MCU, them calling it Spider-Man One More Day, I'd be fuck y'all. I'm out. Oh god!
They'd incur the wrath of everybody at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Every hardcore Spider-Man fan would just. I mean. Yeah, that's how to piss off the fandom in one easy step.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was
so
horrible. Bad.
And I still
disrespectful.
I still feel bad for J. Michael Straczynski because he was forced to write that piece of shit.
Yep.
Didn't he ask to have his name removed from that too?
Yep.
Yes, he
Thought
did.
so.
Joe is awesome. I'll never say an unkind word about him.
He's a good writer.
He's a good writer. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
And like he respects the characters that he works on. His work on Thor and Spider-Man, I don't care what anybody says, it was really good.
Yeah.
He did some of the best things on his Spider-Man run. Letting Aunt May find out that Peter was Spider-Man was brilliant.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And how he let the revelation breathe. It took multiple issues of May being introspective about things, trying to figure everything out before she actually forgave Peter for keeping that secret from her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the indignation did not feel like it was undeserved. I mean, it wasn't oh, you're Spider-Man, you should have told me. It was like just the way that he wrote, just he was in the characters' heads and he was letting the reader into the characters' heads in a way that I hadn't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So
and you could argue like he didn't want to tell May because he was afraid because May hated Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yep.
But he let May hate Spider-Man, so it's still his fault. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But having May be another person he could lean on with that secret opened up so many more story opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did one more day and they reset everything back to the old status quo. And I didn't think that was necessary. A lot of people didn't think that was necessary.
No.
Letting characters progress is not a bad thing. Okay, yeah, it's comic books. You're on the sliding time scale. You're supposed to be able to, I don't know, keep it relatable, as Marvel editorial says.
Mm-hmm.
They drew the flow chart out.
Yeah, pretty much. But some things do deserve to be retconned, like just stupid ideas that didn't work. But this was not a stupid idea, and it did work. And retconning it to go back to how things were when Joe Quesada was a kid was just him not wanting to grow up.
No!
Yes, I am.
Very
proudly. Very proudly.
It's true.
But yeah, calling this brand new day, nope. I enjoyed the other Spider-Man movies. I'm not going to go see this one just because of the title. Fuck y'all.
How else do you cover up something bad?
Honestly. So, and I would have called it Savage World or something like that because with their spoiler alert, everybody, Savage, Hulk, and Punisher are in this, and they're mind controlled by somebody. That's already been leaked. So
cool.
But it's Ruffalo's Hulk, so we have to deal with him.
That's okay.
Yeah.
As long as they're able to make him savage, that's okay. But who can control the Hulk's mind that Spider-Man's going to face?
That's kind of the question.
There's several villains that could.
Not Pied Piper. He's DC.
Yep.
Somebody's insinuating it's probably one of the female villains in the Spider-Man universe, but I don't know the universe very well to understand who that even could remotely be.
There's quite a few of them.
Yeah.
So it's hard to narrow. I'm trying to narrow down names. Shit. Been so long since I read into the Spider-Man comics.
I don't know.
I can't think of it. I know there's a few of them.
I can't either. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's going on. But I'm still not going to see it.
As long as they don't bring She-Hulk in to save the day.
Oh,
she's going to make Daredevil do the walk of shame again. That's what she's there to do.
Daredevil should come in and save Frank.
Or they bring Madam Web in with her team.
Oh, please, no.
They won't come back.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Skeeter, forever the optimist.
I've watched
Forever
too many
the-
horrible Marvel movies, including Madam Web and Craven.
We're getting more of them anyway, so
Morbius.
buckle up, everybody.
Oh, yeah, well, they'll
You
bring
know-
Morbius in.
Didn't we
It's-
talk about this last week
It's
Yeah.
Morbin time.
Yeah. We did talk about this
with
last
Finn
week.
Jones?
Yes,
Mhm.
but now he's trying to rally for himself. It's not just Marvel saying, "Oh, we're looking to bring the Defenders back." He's actually going out there and saying, like, publicly, "Give me a chance. I give me a fucking chance. I understand there's critics, but you know, give me this one fucking chance, and I'll show you." So, like, he wants to prove that he can do it.
Yeah.
Somebody needs a paycheck
Yeah.
and a trip to the glory hole. Kevin, you can give him some tips.
hmm
Just the
I suck your dick.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Oh, my favorite MCU characters? Oh shit. Loki. Loki's probably my favorite. Deadpool, although he's new.
Yeah.
Loki, God, I love him. I know he's the bad guy, but I love his prickish motivations, which is usually just entertainment, like self-entertainment. Some personal gain, but usually self-entertainment and revenge. Like I love his pettiness. Thor is fantastic. I like his humor. It's not exactly Thor from the comics, but it's pretty goddamn entertaining for me. I like his God, what's the word? Himbo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the term I'm thinking of. I like the himbo Thor. I don't know why. I just do.
Every time I hear Himbo, I think Booster Gold from DC. And I'm an OG Punisher guy myself, so
Yeah.
it's about the only ones I legitimately read back in the day.
I really do like the MCU Punisher. Like I'll always love Tom Jane. He's probably going to be my favorite. I'll die that way, but I really like John Berthnall's Punisher. He's dope.
Great Punisher. And I like the show.
I love how brutal he is. Just he's beating the shit out of Billy.
I got a cheeseburger for you. No, I'm kidding.
Cheeseburgers, man.
Well, Finn Jones, he can try and beg for a job. It's probably not going to happen, even though they're talking about doing another Defenders thing for Disney.
I don't know, but
Well, they got
We'll see.
Kristen back to do Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
yes, and Mike's coming back to do Luke Cage, so
Yep. Hey,
Oh my God.
that's excellent.
they'll bring Finn back. May not be
No.
the same type of character, but they'll bring Finn back. And I'm okay with that. Just give the character the respect it deserves. I don't care so much about Finn, just give the character the respect it deserves. If Finn's the person to do that, then great. If not, then no, don't.
Right. Well, speaking of rock hard, Kevin, looks like you
Yeah.
got something hard for us now.
Yep. Here is your first look at the Fantastic Four popcorn bucket.
Yep.
I
So
don't
many.
even want to know the answer to the question.
What's that?
I don't want to know the answer to the question.
I don't even know
Oh,
what the fuck you're
God.
talking about.
Why?
Nobody say it. Nobody say it. And there we got the answer already.
God damn it!
All I
I'm gonna
could
be able
think
to get
of.
this image out of my head.
Oh,
Thanks, Kaz.
Kevin, dude.
I don't care if it's a fucking troll. In my head, it's just a feel.
So you put your thing in the thing. Got it.
Yeah.
People are morons.
But the sad part, looking at this popcorn bucket, all I can think about is his new voice. Oh, look at me, I'm a popcorn bucket. Look, everybody, I'm a popcorn bucket. Ain't that something? Oh, that's swell.
Extra butter's not good for you.
Don't put too much salt
butter
on.
if you really stroke it right.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Why does everybody want to know how to fuck my mouth?
You shouldn't be eating this if you have diverticulitis.
They're just going to take the top of my head off so you can reach on through the chin where it's poking through and slide.
Put your dick through the chin.
My balls, I want to put them on your chin. They're degenerates.
Oh God.
So, anyone looking to design a popcorn bucket, call us.
We got you covered.
I'll even print it out for you. Yeah, I'll print it out for you too.
Fodes is like, oh my God, this segment has gone way off the rails ever since he first did it.
With strategic breakaway points.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know how hard it was to try to line the lips up with the crooks?
Well, you would know.
It was hard plenty, apparently, from what you're telling us.
And I was also like, do I like dub poker face over this? Because I just somehow like
my
poker face.
Oh Jesus, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
So, something less fuckable, Superman.
Unless you're Lois Lane.
Hey, Lois is very doable in this movie.
Yeah, and Cat Grant. But anyway, here are pictures from the first 5 minutes of Superman. I didn't realize that's what this was when I sent it to you guys. Apparently the video that I sent you guys the other day, James Gunn released the first 5 minutes of Superman.
Oh,
ish. It's basically the opening to the movie, and then it goes into a trailer mode.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, well, okay. And it's basically what we've seen so far, and that's him landing in the snow and calling for Crypto. Only the scene is extended.
And you see how badly behaved Crypto really is.
Yeah, like we've been hearing that James Gunn based Crypto off of his rescue dog that he got last year, the year before. And he's told stories about how just unruly this dog is and how the dog destroyed their home with
his feet and legs.
Yeah, and it was just not a good boy, needed so much training, and they gave him so much love, and they still have this dog. And he's a very good dog. He's very rambunctious still, but he's a very good dog, and he's a part of their home. And God bless him for fucking keeping with that dog and not rehoming him for that.
Yeah, you work with the dog instead of getting rid of the dog.
Exactly.
Right. And so, but we got to see his interpretation of Crypto looking through the lens of his own dog, and Crypto is a real piece of shit.
Oh God, you pretty much break Superman's ribs.
Yeah, Superman's already busted up, and Crypto thinks he wants to play, so he's like pouncing on him with.
Hey, he whistled. He called for me. What are we doing? Are we playing? I'm gonna rip your arm off.
Let's play. Jumps on him. Crunch.
Anybody with a dog knows that this actually does happen, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, my dog's almost 200 pounds, so I'm like, oh, dude, I fucking get that.
Your
see
dog's a Great Dane, though.
which
Kind
is
of
like
a dumbass.
My one pit bull is like that, 130 pounds. We tried doing that. What would happen if I was pretended to die? See what they do? He just comes up. It's like, oh, yep.
Yeah, we did that with our German Shepherd dog. It's like, yeah, this isn't a great idea. But so I don't have a problem with Crypto here.
Yeah.
No, my dog's a mutt, but he's like really fucking fat. I mean, he's like a sausage on legs.
Mm-hmm.
So if he was to try to do, number one, I don't think he could actually jump because he's that heavy. But if he was to, oh god,
he's gonna roll across the floor to you. Gotcha.
Yeah, but if he did manage to jump on me, I would have like broken ribs poking into my lungs.
Oh, Jesus.
It'd be that bad. He's that big.
Compound fractured induced pneumonia.
Exactly.
They're filling up with fluid. Red.
What happened?
Red fluid.
What happened to him? Oh, his dog jumped on him. It's a fat fucking dog.
But you can't be mad because they're cute.
Yeah, and you know his weight's our fault. I mean, he does like his treats, and he's got us wrapped around his paw.
That's a good dog.
I'd never complain. I do. When like Mia would like get up to turn around in the middle of the night, we used to let her sleep with us in bed. She would step on my face.
Oh God!
With her hind leg, or then she'd like plop her ass down on my head, and my God, those back hips were so sharp.
Those hips don't lie.
No, they don't. No, they don't. But they're good for spanky butts.
And scratching butts.
Yep. Now, what you got to be worried about is if your dog has the nuclear gas.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. She has the Chernobyl gas, which is that slow leak.
Oh God.
We had a Boston Terrier for several years, and that thing would clear a room for at least 20 minutes. You had to let it air for 20 minutes. She'd just rip, and everybody in the whole place would just run out the door. It's like, oh my God, yep.
Back in 20, Dad.
Little 10-pound dog killing everybody.
When I was growing up, we had she was an Australian Shepherd mix, and oh my God, she could clear the house. Not just a room, the whole fucking house.
Dang.
Yep, those are another dogs famous for their farts.
Good grief.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of glad the dog don't sleep with us anymore because I breathe with my mouth open at night. And yeah, there are a lot of shitty ways you could wake up to like, what was that? All the oxygen went away.
But Crypto's a good doggy, though.
Yeah.
Super cute, wrong breed, but I don't have a problem with it.
No. Like it's supposed to be what, a lab?
Yeah.
Yep.
But this is fine. I have no problem with this.
No, I got no problems with it at all.
And ultimately, Crypto gets, Superman to the Fortress of Solitude, which is very, very cool looking. I really like how this looks. And the basically what they showed, I didn't really have a problem with. I know some people have some issues with this, that, and the other. Like, oh, hey, the robots are very deep lore, and why is Superman screaming in pain? You're resetting a lot of internal injuries with focused sun. You wouldn't scream at everything healing all at once. That's gonna suck, yo.
Yeah, Superman may be invulnerable, but it doesn't mean he can't feel pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By somebody on his level.
Yeah, like if he fights Darkseid or Mongol, like he's gonna get his ass whooped. At least of all, if there's no yellow sun,
right?
Or
because when he crashes, like it's completely overcast. He's not gonna get like the focused sun right away.
Yeah, but I loved the robots. Like they are very comic accurate. They look just the way that they did in the comics. Not necessarily in the Death of Superman era, those were like flying machines.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But-
those were definitely a lot more 80s sci-fi, I guess you could call them.
Yeah, that's a good description. They looked a little bit more like Herbie from the Fantastic Four.
They looked like a cross between that and what they called the birthing matrix that they had sent Superman to Earth in instead of the traditional rocket, like the hyperdrive engines.
Oh,
That's what it looked like to me, anyways.
interesting.
Wasn't Superman's other weakness besides kryptonite was magic? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I remembered that right or not.
Nope. No, you got that right.
It's susceptible and weak to it. Yeah. Wouldn't defeat him outright, but he had problems with that.
Like if Shazam called down the lightning and it hit Superman, it'd fuck him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's magical lightning.
Yeah.
But if he got hit by lightning otherwise, no.
Oh yeah.
Ride the lightning.
That just give him a little tingle in his taint, you know.
Kevin, can you explain that?
Did I send you guys that video today?
Of
I don't know.
Of the guy getting electrocuted?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got that.
Yeah. No, you sent that.
His shirt blowing up made me so happy inside.
Kevin loves to see people in pain.
He likes to see the suffering.
Especially when he bites.
I've seen that in real life. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Did it smell like burnt hair?
The smell. Well, that's the thing. Not just burnt hair, but burnt flesh.
Yeah.
Is a smell you will never forget.
Yeah.
What's
And
cooking?
I've been by a car accident. I had to go drive by and it was on fire. And that's what as soon as I got a whiff, I'm like, oh, they burnt up in that car. And everyone's like, well, how do you know? I'm like, you don't smell that? That's burnt flesh. They're like, that's what that is? I'm like, yeah.
And now you
like,
have
how do you know?
PTSD too.
Yep.
You have particles of dead people going up your nose now.
Yep.
They're stuck inside you.
Snorting ash.
No, the worst one is I saw for a car accident was a guy was out running the cops and there was an intersection and a semi went through and this guy went underneath the trailer.
Oh no.
And we're like about 3 cars back from it and something went rolling by.
It was his head.
Oh, did I forget? He was in a convertible. It was his head rolled backwards behind us.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories like that from one of Gene's cousins who's a paramedic. He's rolled up on accident scenes like that.
Yeah, but we're 3 cars back, so that tells you how fast he was going.
Jeez Louise.
It just knocked his head backwards and it rolled.
Sounds like a
down
scene
the
out of
street.
Final Destination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it literally stopped right at the back bumper of the car, and I was, oh God, what was that, like 11? And I'm just looking out the window like, oh, that's just a head, not a bowling ball.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yep.
He looked like he ate a lot of pork.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a little head.
Yeah. Just like Kevin's glory hole.
Yep.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Speaking of
Hammer.
a little head or eating a little head.
No.
Army Hammer's movie, their production company had to change, or excuse me, decided to change the name of their picture, The Dark Knight, featuring Army Hammer, to Citizen Vigilante.
Okay.
How fucking dumb is that?
The reason for the change is they didn't want people to make the mistake of it being mistaken for a famous Warner Brothers franchise.
Yeah.
Yes. So another way to fucking rewrite this article is Warner Brothers sent Lionsgate a cease and desist order.
Yep.
Then they had to change the name.
We had a friendly conversation. Director Uwe Boll. Guess we'll see about this movie.
And I'm sorry, I don't know if this was actually Lionsgate. I just like picking on them.
Yeah.
I think it's an independent movie if it's Uwe Boll.
Well, that's also why I say Lionsgate. Aren't they like largely like producing independent pictures and shit?
Some.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure this is going to be a violent ass picture, especially with Boll attached to it.
Well, and Army's a good actor. He's nuts, but he's a good
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised he's doing something after all the lawsuits that have been going after him for what he's been doing in real life.
He's doing a UA Boll film.
Yep. He's kind of a piece of shit guy in real life.
Yep.
Who's not really the Dark Knight.
No, but Citizen Vigilante.
Citizen Vigilante.
No, but he is a Lone Ranger.
Yeah. It's like couldn't come up with any other name, any other concept. But
just call it Vigilante. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
God, how much money did they blow on coming up with that Citizen Vigilante?
Yeah. You know, a lot.
Jesus Christ.
You know, there was a focus group.
Yeah, at least one. Probably 5 or 6.
Focus groups again.
They probably got to the point like, fuck it, just Citizen Vigilante. Let's just go home, get this shit done with. I'm sick of it.
I haven't seen my family in a week.
This reminds me of Citizen Toxie, you know.
How fucking stupid do you have to be to think, oh, we can just call this the Dark Knight and not expect Warner Brothers to go, fuck you, no?
Yeah, I don't know. That's silly as fuck.
I don't think they'd have too much of a problem if it was a completely different sort of genre and movie entirely. Yeah. Well, it's centered around a vigilante, and clearly he's going around like smoking bitches and being a vigilante.
Mm-hmm.
If it was more like a romantic comedy, Warner Brothers wouldn't give a shit. It'd be like there's no brand confusion there. But this movie, there's probably something way too close to what Batman does that's causing this.
Yeah, if it was a medieval movie too, they would not even blink an eye.
Oh no, that would have been fine.
Yeah. Well, doesn't Martin have a fucking movie called Black Knight or something like that?
Yeah, Black Knight.
Yep. Black Knight.
That was originally supposed to be Eddie Murphy's movie.
Yep.
They traded that with Pluto and Ash. They actually swapped the pictures together.
Huh. And Bill wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which I don't hold against Bill. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to see this picture. I don't want to see an Armie Hammer picture. And I don't know who the fucking screenwriter was, like, to think Dark Knight was going to be a good title for his picture. Like, so I'm writing this movie. It's called Dark Knight. Oh shit, it's about Batman. No, why does everyone keep saying that? Why does it, like, how many times can you fucking tell people that and have them be like, oh, it's about Batman?
Just do another Man from Uncle movie.
Mm-hmm.
With Superman.
There you go.
Henry Cavill and Armie. That was a good movie.
I heard. Still haven't seen it, but I heard it was pretty good.
It's great.
But you know what? I did see.
Yes.
Yep.
The trailer for The Naked Gun came out this week. And holy cow, I did not think I was going to like this. I walked into it with open eyes, you know, just thinking we'll see where it goes. And you know what? We'll just let the trailer speak for itself.
Go! SWAT units responding to hostage situation.
I like how this starts off so serious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, little girl, stop.
What do you want, little one? Your ass.
Oh God.
Oh.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad.
Yeah.
The new version. Hey, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss
That won the trailer for me.
Yes.
It's like one of the best trailers I've seen in a long time.
You know, and there's a lot of naysayers online about this. They didn't like the little girl because it bent reality too much. I'm like, bent reality too much.
Fucking
Gun. Yeah.
Have they never watched one of these movies?
Or
Probably
the show.
not.
Oh,
Like,
They
fucking
probably
God.
never did.
The original starts out with Frank in disguise. Like
Yeah.
almost every movie starts out with Frank in disguise. Like
Yeah.
this checks for me. Like as a fan that's seen every episode of the TV show, that owns all three movies and has watched them several times over. Like this checks, and I'm so for it. I'm ready to see the rest of it.
Same here. I mean, just that intro was amazing, and the ending was the best of it all. But I mean, this is what the movie is about. I mean, we remember when we first talked about hearing this was being made, and we were trying to make our guess, who it should be. We all agreed on Liam Neeson would be the perfect guy for it, and then we lucked out, got it, and it goes to show he can pull that off.
Yeah, he
Called
can.
it.
Yep, we did.
Because Leslie was a straight actor.
Yeah,
and
Forbidden Planet.
And when you watched him do that stand-up bit in Police Squad, you're like, oh my God, he's fucking just naturally funny. He has that stage presence of a fucking stand-up comedian. And that's when they discovered that Leslie was so goddamn funny. And then from then on, he was not a straight-laced comedian, or not a straight-laced comedian, straight-laced actor ever again.
Yeah, I thought it was Airplane. He started that.
That's what I thought too.
Was it?
Airplane came up for Naked Gun.
Airplane came out before Naked Gun, but he was not. He was still that very straight-laced doctor. Frank Frank was, of course, straight-faced as well, but there was an episode where he kind of lets it go, and he starts doing stand-up comedy. And it fucking kills. And you're just like, oh my God, he has that sweetness factor. You know, that at the end of the Naked Gun where they're like, hey, it's Enrico Palazzo. And he's just like got this smile on his face, like, well, fuck it, I saved the day anyway. Like that's where they got that, where you first see that sweetness, that funniness that Leslie had, that wasn't just the macho man machismo actor. Like he had a funny, sincere side that was just really, really goddamn good.
Yeah, and when you watch something, say like Creepshow, and you see him being like totally serious as a nasty little killer, it's like, oh, this isn't what I'm used to.
Yeah. And so then to see Liam Neeson gonna try to be this funny character, we'll see how that goes too.
Well, apparently they take shots at the Taken movies. Because they had at CinemaCon, they actually had a more extended version of footage that they showed, and that was one of the. It was obvious that they were cracking jokes about his Taken movies, and that there's a sex scene that's seen via heat vision, and it ends up playing out like an Austin Powers.
Oh God!
Like you think it's this one thing, and it ends up being something else entirely.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
This is going to be great. August 1st, everybody.
I mean, I I was not expecting a Legacy sequel, and I am very pleasantly surprised.
Yes. I didn't want it to be a reboot.
Right.
I get that it probably needed to have been, but I'm glad that it's not. Like, it's just this is such a fun, better way to go.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, much more fun and better.
Yes,
much more fun.
I could speak English good.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
your English okay.
You understand the words coming out of my mouth?
Seldomly.
Nobody understands the words that are coming out of your mouth.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah. Ooh.
So,
Right.
is in talks to be in the Gundam movie?
Yep.
Now, is she going to be doing that dance?
It's going to be her space outfit.
I want to see. I want to see.
Or have the Gundam do the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That wouldn't be as fun. Interesting, but not as fun.
Shake your Gundams, Kevin.
Again, I like my mechs, so I can't complain. I'll watch it.
Oh yeah, it can't be any worse than Pacific Rim 2.
Or Atlantic Rim.
We don't discuss Asylum movies here.
Dude, my son watches that like unironically. I'm like, get out.
You are not my kid.
Well, let him watch the
watch that on
MST3K
MST
version.
Oh, he does. He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, it's Optimus Subprime.
Optimus Subprime.
Yeah.
I love that joke.
But no, I'm looking forward to the Gundam movie. I'll go see it in the theaters, and if they get a good cast, hey, even better.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering who she's going to be playing, because there's a few reasons I think they're picking her for a couple of characters. Locus.
That's what I think.
Or it's going to be, what is it? Hold on, let me do it.
Flockus of
Yeah,
Seagull?
Hammond Karn. That was another one.
Could be.
It's been a while since I watched the show. I had to punch it in quick. But yeah, one of those two I think she's going to be playing, because that's kind of her look for the animated series.
That makes sense.
It's very something, and what's the words to describe it? Endowing
Boobtastic?
about it. Yeah. Something big about the characters. I can't remember what though, but they're probably
eyes up here, Skeeter. Eyes up here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
Huge tracts of
Earrings.
land.
Climbing that tree for coconuts, like always.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but I can say.
Talk about coconuts.
Yeah.
Yes, I did end the show purposely this way. Haley Atwell is reportedly signed on to be in both Avengers movies. Again, I'm going to say we're probably not going to get Steve back as Captain America. We're going to get him back as Captain Hydra. And we're going to see a fight between these two. I don't want to, but okay.
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't been really all that impressed with anything in the MCU.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like a turncoat because I'm a Marvel guy going, I can't wait to see Superman. Yay, Superman.
I'm looking forward to Superman too. And Supergirl, actually, because that's in production right now.
Yeah.
Actually started shooting that, so. And Lanterns, we'll see how that turns out. That's the one I'm a little more, because it's all set on Earth. Like, how are we really going to do this? But
yeah.
I just really, really want to see Kyle Rayner get brought in, since he's my favorite out of the human Green Lanterns.
I would not be surprised if they don't bring him in.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be surprised either. And then I was talking to my sister about this, and she just wants to see Kilowog.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, he was her favorite character in the other Green Lantern movie.
gotcha.
Because he was cool.
Yeah, he was.
Kilowog? Yeah.
The only thing is,
The only character they really got right.
but they don't have Michael Clark Duncan to do it no more. So you're just kind of like, oh man.
God, I saw this live tweeting that Ryan Reynolds said he went back and rewatched that, and when that came up with Kilowog, he just all he said was, "I fucking miss Michael Clark Duncan." That was all he had to say.
Yeah.
And I think all of
We
us
all
are
do.
in complete agreement.
Yeah. He was my Kingpin.
The world's a darker place without him. Like he was.
It is.
He was John Coffey in every movie he was in. Like even if he was a bad guy, you're like, oh, dude, it's Michael Clark Duncan. Yay!
I'm CD.
He was just awesome. Big Bear.
And how he got that first movie, how he got the Green Mile, was at the recommendation of Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah. Well,
It was Bruce
I
Willis
didn't know
saying,
that.
"Hey, you need to cast this guy."
Very cool.
That's interesting.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Bless him.
mm-hmm.
Well, fellas, that's all I had this week for the news.
I have a couple quick bookmarks on Twitter. We're going to call it the Twitter bookmark stream. Or this segment, or X tweets.
Is this Connor's cure?
What's that?
I said, is this Connor's cure?
It could be. It's we get Saul Goodman is back. Nobody 2 is a vacation sequel that follows Hutch and his family's vacation as Hutch slowly slips back into his old action habits throughout the trip. And this is largely in the same vein of the Wick movies. And I like this. I think some of the original creators or the stunt choreographers were involved with the first Nobody. It's a fun movie. I liked it. Even my wife liked it. So I'm looking forward to seeing this back. Bob Odenkirk. That's right.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. And in other news, the Super Mario Brothers 2 releases in theaters 1 year from April 3rd. So next April, everybody,
Nice.
2026, we're getting Super Mario Brothers 2.
So that's a Mario.
I liked the new Super Mario Brothers movie. It was fun.
Yeah.
It really was.
Chris Pratt was fun. Not the voice I kind of wanted, but he was fun.
No. But you did have Charles Martinet in it as Mario's dad, and then as that other guy who was playing the Jumpman game.
Yep.
Wahoo!
Woohoo! But no, that should be a lot of fun. It's going to be a big movie. I have no doubt it's going to do some big business.
Yeah.
And speaking of sequels, Elle Fanning reveals that her character teams up with the Predator in Predator Badlands. Sounds like the Predator is going to be a good guy in this movie.
Why?
I don't know if I like this idea.
I don't like this idea.
I do.
Good guy, or is he just like
He's
a big ass killing machine that she's using to take over stuff?
No, it sounds like he's like on the he's an outsider within his own Predator clan, and he actually wants to help defeat a bigger bad.
Yeah,
And
I
help
don't
with
like
the
that.
hunt. And I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
Yeah, now it kind of make me not want to watch it.
A heroic Yautja just does not work.
Yeah.
I don't know. It worked out on Alien vs. Predator in the comics, not the movie, the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I don't know. I'll still watch it.
yeah, I'll probably still watch it too, but it'll probably be free streaming is what I'll do with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and theaters at CinemaCon this week were coming up with ideas on how to save the theater business. One of them is to bring back the 45-day window. It actually used to be 90 days, but instead of the 2 to 3 weeks, and then it's going to be on streaming if it bombs.
Yeah.
They're going to just across the board try and do 45 days exclusively in theaters before they do anything else.
Yeah.
But this,
yeah, go ahead.
That's not going to help.
No, but Kevin might approve of this one. Our Regal CEO on suggestions they should have texting auditoriums and let people smoke weed in theaters. Not saying we're never going to test it. We should test everything. Kevin, what do you think?
Wow. No fucking way. No, there was a time when you used to be able to smoke in movie theaters and I hated it. Like, there should never be anything obstructing the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Never any light obstructing your vision. The only light that should be coming from the movie theater is the exit screen, the exit signs, and the fucking movie theater screen. That's it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't like the idea of getting a contact high while watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Just sell brownies and cookies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
They're selling booze there. They're selling merch at theaters now. I mean,
and honestly, like, well, I mean, I think they should. Like, you shouldn't be able to get tanked at the movie theater, but you should be able to go and have a fucking drink. Like, it's cool. It's social. They do it in Europe. We should be able to do it here.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the smoking and light, because that's rude. And I am not tolerant to rudeness, at least of all in the movie theater. That's why I don't go to the movie theaters anymore. I fucking hate it. People are loud, they're rude. Then
rein in your freaking audience first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I'm sorry. The movie theater owners, sure, they could talk about what they need to do for business gimmicks and shit like that. But they also need to start encouraging the studios to stop fucking making such shit. No one wants to go see dog shit movies.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Point I was gonna make.
You know, it doesn't matter how fucking horrible the movie is. Like, people aren't going to go see it. If they know the movie is going to be horrible, they'll wait to see it. It doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks, 45 days, 3 months, whatever the fuck. Like, the 45 days is not going to help.
No.
It's not. People
it's a start, but it's wrong. It's the wrong start.
No, like, a movie has to want to be seen. You need to have a movie in the theater that's going to be huge, that's going to stand on its merit, not on the fact that, oh, well, it's an IP that people used to like. No,
back in the 90s, we were getting cracks at, hey, we're actually trying to make a movie that people might want to actually see here. Now it's just content for a streamer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we don't care about quality. We just got to make one. It's like, come on, at least fucking try around here.
I was surprised earlier this week. I went on to Amazon Prime, and it was offering me the Monkey movie that just came out in end of February.
I thought I saw that too.
Yeah, it's like in-home theater experience. I'm like, no, that's just streaming it on my TV, not in-home theater. Unless I built a theater system, which I kind of got.
Yeah, right.
That'd be cool.
8-inch screen. It's pretty good.
I was going to say your monitor is bigger than my fucking television. So
yeah.
And I have a really big television.
80-inch monitor that I got for free, and then I got my 80-inch TV downstairs.
Bigger is better. Kevin, take some notes. And the first trailer for Philip Lord and Chris Miller's Project Hail Mary shows Ryan Gosling as a biology teacher who must travel through space after the sun begins to erode. I guess this is based off of a book that's really good.
It is. Yeah. I've read this book. It's the same guy who wrote The Martian.
Okay.
And this is a damn good book.
So if they do this pretty good, you think it'll...
I hope so. The premise, like you said, the sun it's not really eroding so much as something's eating it.
Yeah.
And he has to he travels to another star system to find where they think this life form came from, to hopefully find something that'll kill it. And it jumps back and forth between when he's on the ship, which is called the Hail Mary, and to the events leading up to him getting shot off onto this mission.
Okay.
And there's a lot of actual political intrigue in this. It was really, really well written, I thought.
All right.
I had a friend tell me about this. I should read this book. It's right up my alley. So
yeah, one of the guys I work with made 3D printed a miniature based on one of the characters. I don't want to say which one because that would give away a really cool part of the book, and hopefully a really cool reveal in the movie.
Josh Hartnett's in it.
Yep.
Anne Hathaway.
Oh.
Who's she playing?
Oh no, that's Verity. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I scrolled too far.
I have to say, Anne Hathaway. Who would she be playing in that? There's not a huge cast of characters.
Ryan, Sandra Hurler, Milana Vaintraub, and James Ortiz. Produced by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. That would be the Across the Spider-Verse guys.
Hey.
I don't know. I'm game. This is an Apple movie, though. So I don't know if we're going to see it in theaters, but you have to sign up for Apple TV for it.
Oh, that would blow.
But I've heard good things about the Gorge movie, and there's some things on Apple I already want to see anyway. So
same.
And even Amy's like, "Are we ever going to get the Apple?" I'm like, all right, we'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'll ask my wife for the password.
But
I haven't.
Project Hail Mary, March 20th, 2026. So next March.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get Apple TV, but I'm waiting to get rid of Hulu first. But I'm waiting for the final season of The Handmaid's Tale. So my wife was really hooked on it, and I got hooked on it. It's pretty good, but
okay,
this is the final season. Finally, after several years of waiting. And it's coming out next week, I think. So,
what's up, B-Man?
So, yeah, I think it's next week. Yeah. So we're finally getting to that, and then when that's done, pretty much done with Hulu. That was the only reason I had it.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. But in other things, we're going to conclude our event tonight with one of the big boys that we haven't covered yet that's in our thumbnail. Did any of you guys like Megan?
Yeah, I liked the Megan movie.
We got
I still haven't seen it.
It wasn't like super spectacular, but it was still good. Had a lot of
unrated cut though.
Yeah.
It's basically an R-rated movie. It's not really like totally unrated. But I like the movie. I think it was fun, and any of you Terminator 2 fans out there are gonna get a kick out of this.
Too many funny points in that. And I'm hoping that's not all of them. I hate when they do that.
Yeah, but I'm on board. I like the new twist. It's an idea. I kind of heard about it like when they greenlit the sequel. Like they're gonna make her a good girl. Well, yes and no.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. Like with a little variation from Terminator 2. But
yep.
I'm in. I'm game. It's Blumhouse. We'll see if it ends up being good. I think it'll at least be all right. So
yeah, I'm excited for it. I was surprised my wife. I showed her the trailer. She's like, "Nah, I was good after the first one." I'm like, "Really? You liked the first one?" She's like, "Yeah, but kind of over it." Okay, like I'll go to the theater myself or find somebody else who wants to go with. But
I'll probably be seeing it. I think Amy wants to see it too, but she's more excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's sequel coming out.
Yeah.
Kevin, yeah.
No.
Kevin's still pining for Willy's Wonderland Part 2.
I am too. I'd rather watch that.
Fuck yeah.
Come on, Nick. I mean, or whoever owns the rights. Like, come on. I know the company went out of business that owned the rights, but somebody got to be able to get those rights.
I could also go for Psycho Gorman too.
Fuck yes. Dude, that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking love that movie.
Bye.
Pretty damn good. That's why we got it in the intro.
Yep.
For 0 points in reviews.
Mhm.
All right. I think that's pretty good. Guys, Skeeter, you want to let everybody know where they can find you at? What you got coming up next?
Well, besides here on Saturday nights, you can catch Jeff and I at the Stargate Files on Thursday nights as we discuss 2 episodes of the series. We're just finishing up season 1, coming up here pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
And otherwise, you can find me here on YouTube under Super Unlucky Skeeter the Common King, where you can watch me do my Yu-Gi-Oh card pulls, where I go through booster boxes and I show people that their card pulling is way better than mine.
Well, you like to pull something, all right. Chad, what about you, brother?
You can catch me here Saturday nights with you gents, and then on social media at Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads. I am at Mr. Peterman.
And Kevin, what about you, Mr. Smoky Pants?
Well, if this thing would fucking unclog.
We should have you do a tip video on when shit like that happens to you.
That's what they say on the other side of the glory hole.
Well,
Oh!
They say what unclog.
Oh, shit.
I saw this great meme the other day of He-Man saying, remember, if your sex doll has a runny nose, that means she's full, not sick.
Yep.
Mm.
Ah,
That made you think about working. All right.
a little bit. Like,
Good
ooh,
times at the glory hole.
got a cold, stuffy nose. You can find me here on Saturday nights, Tuesday nights, Saturday nights, Friday nights.
Every night.
Every night except for Thursday night, because I do not watch Stargate. I leave that up to Steve and Jeff. I apologize. I just can't bring myself to do it. But I'm here on 0 Point Reviews. I'm here on Nostalgia TV. And of course, every Saturday night on Deadwire Live.
Awesome. And I am Jeff of Suns and Shadows. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Kevin, for kicking off the show while I was dealing with technical problems here. But great job. Great stream. Great, everybody, for tuning in. Hey, hit the like button down below. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. And if you are watching us live, we're going to redirect you on over to Yellow Flash, who has a stream that usually runs about like 9 hours. So y'all have a good night.
Cool.
We'll see you next time.